So let's get right into it. Think about this for a second. Your mind is basically the control center for your entire life. It really is like a computer. And here's the most powerful part of that idea. It can be reprogrammed. All that old stuff, the weak patterns, the negative thinking, it can all be deleted and replaced with something better.
And this right here, this hits the nail on the head. Your future isn't really shaped by all those external things we like to blame. It's designed by the programs running inside your head. You see, our thoughts lead to our actions. Our actions build up into habits. Our habits deliver our results, and boom, those results create our future. So, you've got to start by looking at what's going on inside.
So what does this programming actually look like in real life? Well, on one side, you've got a mind that's programmed for fear. That leads to avoiding risks, hesitating, always making excuses, and you know what? It keeps you stuck in average. But if you reprogram that exact same mind for growth, it starts seeking out opportunities, it takes action, it finds solutions. The difference is, it's night and day.
All right, so here's our game plan to get there. It's a clear 4-step blueprint. We're going to start by deleting limiting beliefs. Then we'll learn to find the opportunity in everything, install some powerful success habits, and finally, debug our environment. It's a step-by-step guide for a total mental upgrade, showing you that your future is truly unwritten.
Okay, first up, we have to deal with the invisible code that's running in the background, kind of like a virus on a computer. So many of us think we're held back by things we can see, like a lack of money or bad luck. But honestly, the real barrier is almost always a hidden belief system we don't even know is there.
So what even is a limiting belief? It's really simple. It's just a thought you've played on a loop in your head so many times that it starts to feel like a fact. You know, like when someone says, "Oh, I'm just awful with technology." They say it over and over, so they stop trying to learn, and that proves their belief. But these aren't facts, They're just programs. And the best part about a program? You can rewrite it. And here's exactly how you do that. It's a 4-step process. First, you just have to become aware. Start listening to that inner voice. Second, you got to question it. Ask yourself, is this really 100% true? You'll probably find it's just an old story. Third, you replace it. You consciously install a new, better thought. And fourth, this is key, you take action. You take tiny actions that give you new evidence. So if your new thought is, "I'm becoming a great public speaker," your action is just to speak up for 15 seconds in one meeting. That small win, that's the new evidence your brain needs to start rewiring itself.
All right, so once you start clearing out that old junk code, what's next? Well, now you've got to train your mind on where to focus. Because here's the thing, your mind will find whatever you tell it to look for. It can find problems or it can find possibilities. It's up to you. For instance, if you're constantly asking yourself problem-focused questions like, "Ugh, why is this so hard?" Or "What if I fail?" Guess what? Your brain goes to work and finds you all the answers. It'll give you a whole list of reasons to just give up. It's literally programming itself to see the obstacles.
But what happens if you just flip the script? What if you start asking solution-focused questions instead? Like, okay, how can I solve this? Or what's the lesson here? Suddenly, that same amazing brain of yours starts hunting for solutions, for growth, for a way through.
So here's the key takeaway, and it's so important. It's a simple but profound chain reaction. You change your questions, and that changes your focus. You change your focus, and that changes your outcome. It all starts with the question.
Okay, so changing your thoughts is huge, but it's only half the battle. Reprogramming isn't just about thinking differently, it's about doing differently. Success isn't some big magical event that just happens to you one day. It's the sum of what you do every day, day in and day out. I absolutely love this quote because it is so true. We all have goals, right? But think about a really tough day when you're tired and your motivation is just gone. You're not going to rise to the level of your goal. Nope. You're going to fall back to the level of your habits. That's why they are everything. Now, what's great about this list is just how doable these habits are. Taking control of your first hour sets the tone for the entire day. Learning something new for just 20 minutes builds confidence. And building self-discipline on tiny tasks, even just making your bed, it trains your mind to follow through when the stakes are higher. These are the real building blocks. And that brings us to our final step, debugging the world around you. Because you can be doing all this amazing internal work, but if you're not careful, your environment is constantly feeding you new code, new programming every single day. And this chart breaks it down perfectly. Just think about it.
The people you spend time with, are they talking about ideas and ambition, or are they stuck on gossip and excuses? The media you're consuming, is it just distracting you, or is it actually educating and inspiring you? And your daily conversations, are they focused on problems and doubt, or goals and solutions? You have to consciously choose to upgrade these inputs.
So let's bring all of this together, because this is the big, empowering takeaway. Your success is not set in stone. It all begins in your mind. Before you can change your life on the outside, you have to change your thinking on the inside. And the power to do that is entirely in your hands.
It starts right here, by choosing to question the old stories and focus your mind on solutions. Then, you take that new way of thinking and you build it into your daily actions until growth becomes your automatic setting. And when you consistently change your thoughts and your habits, you literally change who you are. Your identity itself gets a massive upgrade.
So, it all boils down to this one simple question. The question you have to answer for yourself. When you wake up tomorrow, which program are you going to run? The old, default one, or the new one that you are consciously building right now? The choice, as always, is yours.